Teach an old dog new tricks.com. More than 40 hours of free computer training. Sit, stay, and learn. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here for this PowerPoint tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about moving and sizing a text box. Now, in previous tutorials, we talked about formatting the text box, but at this point, I'm going to click somewhere near my name, and we'll see the text box appear. One of the best things about a text box is that you can move it around the screen, meaning it's sort of free-floating. You can put it wherever you want, and that's a great thing to know about. And I always tell people in Microsoft Word, sometimes you might want to put something in a Word document, but you want to put it way up here in the corner. Well, just by clicking on the edge or the sides and clicking and dragging when you get this four-headed arrow, you can put this anywhere you want. So this is one of the best things about a text box, just being able to move it around. If you want to resize a text box, you can. Just like a graphic or a picture, you'll notice this text box has squares on the sides, circles on the corners, and we can move it in or out. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to try to drag this down to make the text box bigger. Now watch what happens. It snaps back and doesn't allow me to extend the depth of this text box. In other words, I can't click and drag down because it will snap back. What this text box is doing, it's resizing itself to the size of the text in the box. But a way I can get around that is this. I'm going to put the pointer on the side so I get the four-headed arrow. Then I'm going to click on the right mouse button. I'm going to come down here and click on Size and Position. And at this point it brings me to the size option, but this isn't really what I want. What I want to do is I want to click on text box. See this auto fit right here? I'm going to tell it do not auto fit, and I'm going to click close. Now what this allows me to do is drag this bigger. Now there are times when you might want to do this, and if memory serves me correctly, in older versions, Office 2003, PowerPoint 2003, this was sort of a standard. You could resize it automatically. It didn't auto-fit. But there are some advantages to this to be aware of. Also, if you drag from the sides, you can move it in and make things fill in because you made this smaller. Now obviously the text is a little bit too big for what I just did, but you can also drag it by the sides and also, I'm sorry, I misspoke, the corner to make things bigger, or the sides or the bottom or the top. So you can really work with the text box in a lot of ways. The reason I'm spending so much time on text boxes at the beginning of this is because as we really start working with PowerPoint, your understanding and your knowledge of text boxes is going to make everything you do easier. So I've always sort of felt if you can sort of nail down some of this before we get too much into actually creating a presentation, this is only going to help you. So that's why I've really focused a lot of time and attention on text boxes and some of the things you can do with them. Because in a slide, you only have limited space, and sometimes you might want to put something right down here to make a point in a slide. Well, with the text box, you can easily do that. You can resize it, you can make it smaller, and you can drag it right down wherever you want. Now, obviously, this is a little too big for that, but the point I'm trying to make is text boxes add an incredible amount of flexibility to your slide designs and the things you can do with it. So it's vital you understand it and get comfortable with it. My name is Tony Hollowitz. I want to thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day.